Alright guys, how's it going? You already know who it is, Mr. Xtra. Come on guys, you've seen these boxes, you've seen my power box. These boxes are nice. Go check them out. They're pretty good. They've updated a lot of them since then. They have a lot more boxes than just these four right here. But hey, don't hear it from just me. Go look at the site yourself, guys. duelingguard.com, Team Xtra, capital T, capital X. Save 5% checkout. Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. It is Mr. Xtra from Team Xtra. So today we're going to be doing a Banlist prediction. So this is actually our second take on trying to do this video. We had it done the first time around, and then my software decided to be a dick. We're just going to leave it at that. Alright, so first on the chopping block, we have Brandon Fusion. So Brandon Fusion needs to be limited right now, in my opinion. The deck has served its life cycle. I feel like the deck, they should finally just go ahead and deal with this, so to speak. Granted, it still loses to Ash, but I mean, a lot of people still don't like this deck. It still has a pretty good amount of tops if you count like Chimera mixed into it, but Brandon Fusion's still doing Brandon Fusion things. It's still pretty good. It is damn near bannable personally, but limited will work too. Okay, so Fenrir needs to be limited, right? For multiple, we'll go semi-limited, right? So Fenrir as a literal just 2-up in a deck is fine. It's for some weird disruption, but when it comes to like Kashtira, it's just disgusting, right? Kashtira has been around for way too long. The game state has been very unfair and or not fun for a minute. And I already know a lot of you people who play Cash are gonna roll your eyes and groan like it's not even that big, draw the out. Yeah, okay guys. Alright, because like being able to main deck shifter plus put out a big body that is basically shifter as well. Yeah, tell me to draw the out, but there's only so many outs that get negated. Regardless, Fenrir semi-limited. It'd still be a toolbox outside of it. This list is anywhere near accurate or right, but Kashtira needs to move out of the way and let the meta like change into something better than just Kashtira strong arming people with shifter and then Rise Heart. I'm tired of it personally. Blue can be limited to 1 because I mean Sprite, anytime the ceiling changes or the power crap ceiling for like other decks get changed, Sprite jumps right back up in there because then they make some generic ass janky level 2 card that's supposed to be just a generic card that Sprite ends up using for abuse, like Click and Echo for example, which it's pretty good, but yeah. Personally, when it got slapped by starter to 2, that didn't change anything about the deck at all. It didn't even change its consistency. Hit blue to 1, the deck will actually struggle quite a bit. Now, so I know you all see that next card down there, right? That is exactly what you think it is. If you guys are been on the channel or been watching for a while, you already know I am about those hot takes. I actually think that we can unban Imperial Order and put it to 1. Granted, because Imperial Order will check a lot of stuff. Granted, it's very similar to Anti-Spell, but Imperial Order also makes you pay. So, like, unlike Anti-Spell, Imperial Order just stops them altogether. Right? Anti-Spell makes them have to wait. I personally think Imperial Order can come off just because it'll put a different taste into the format, so to speak, right? I think it'll mix some things around. Granted, it'll make trap decks a little stronger, but it is what it is. It's just my hot take. I think that Konami should do. D-Barrier, in my personal opinion, it shouldn't be banned, but a lot of people are crying and complaining about this card, saying it just makes you not be able to play the game. Well, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Of 2023, the entire fan base, or most of that I've met, when it comes to certain cards, they all cry over the same stuff, which is floodgates, right? And these same people will cry over floodgates, right? And then play Kashtira and Zone Lock you and stuff like that. But we're not going to compare them. We're not going to compare them. Anyways, so D-Barrier being banned is more likely. I actually think this is going to be one of the most accurate things off my little list right here. But I don't think they're going to do it. But at the same time, I mean, if they do it, it won't change too much. People just strong arm other stuff, other floods. I don't know. I think Konami would mainly do this just to shut some people up. Alright, Prosperity. Prosperity can get limited to 1, more so for the fact that it lets you draw cards, well, it lets you add cards to your hand You can look at the top 6. It can literally fix a bad hand just like that. Problem with this card is even if you run it as a 1-up, people are still going to play it. But, I mean, being able to play multiple prosperities in the same round, in my opinion, is kind of busted. So, prosperity to 1 just because it just gives you so much out of it. Okay, so, King Calamity. Personally, everyone wants this card banned, right? Because King Calamity lock. I'm someone who plays Vanadium too, and you have to do your opponent. If your opponent lets you set all the way up to do King Calamity, you're already losing. Like, I don't think this card should be banned. I just think that people are just not preparing for like the Calamity lock to happen. But it's probably actually going to get banned just because of his text alone. And again, it's a big body that is basically a giant floodgate. And what do people in Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2023 cry about? Floodgates and hand traps and, the game not being fair due to like Shifter and Rise Heart, right? So I think this card's gonna get banned, but hey, I could be wrong. I'm probably gonna be right about that one though. Both of these actually, and then maybe him, hopefully. So next is a hot take: Red reboot to I want to say bring it back to 1, just because Labyrinth is still in the format. And as you guys know, if you've been on the channel a long time, I used to play Lab too. Red Reboot would check a lot of stuff. Granted, people would probably use it more as side deck cards for like other decks that just have a very strong trap card rather than running it on the trap deck specifically. But I think it's coming back. I think it's 100% coming back. And now we can talk about the next card, Erad. Erad's getting banned. I don't even need to explain this. If you guys have watched the last couple of big events these last couple of months, Erad has been front and center in Labyrinth and then in Xtra. There's no way that this card escapes it. I'm 100% calling that this card's going to get hit, and I think Banlist season's going to be like September, guys, so I'm expecting it to happen, right? Alright, Engage. Engage can get unbanned entirely. It's already at 2, and it changed nothing. All it did was make a bunch of Sky Striker players come out of the woodwork, which tricks on you guys. I played this deck last year for a pretty long time. Would love it at 3. Would I still play the deck with it at 3? Probably not. But when Engage moved to 2, it made a bunch of Sky Striker players come out the woodwork, want to play the deck again for like a week. And you know what happened in that week? The meta just kind of snuffed them out all over again, because all it did was just give you one more searcher card. It didn't really change too much about the deck. Didn't really change too much about how it deals with the meta. So it can honestly get unbanned and it would not change anything. Alright, next hot take. Called By. Called By is at 1 right now. I think it should go to 2. You're in a hand trap format, and we're also in a format where stuff is very, very annoying and sits in a graveyard. And Shifter. And Shifter. Don't forget Shifter, guys. But, Called By, semi-limited. This has been a personal take for myself for a pretty long time. Do I think they're going to do it? Probably not. Would I love to see it happen? Yes, I would. Alright, next on the list, Lebellion. I want to hope to be wrong about this, but I actually think they're going to go ahead and do this. They're either going to limit Lebellion to 1 or limit Magnum up to 1. Either way, they're going to do something to Dragons. It's coming up. I'd rather it not, but they're going to do something to kind of hurt the consistency for it, which, I mean, one of those would hurt it. Limiting Magnum up to 1 would be more effective to hurt it. But I feel like limiting Lebellion to 1, which Lebellion searches for that Magnum, which means you got to see the 1 at Lebellion to see the Magnum. But hey, just one person. Do I think this is going to happen? Maybe. Birth. Birth can be limited to 1 because Birth is part of the reason why Xtra is so resilient. Is you usually have no stuff to break the board, deal with the Floodgate, Arise Heart, Big Chungus, but then you couldn't end up clearing the Birth, and then on their turn they Birth back and just replay again. I don't know. That's what it is. I think it should be limited to 1. Even at 2, people still do a lot with it. This card is broken. If you've ever read it before, it's an additional normal summon as well for like a level 7. Or just, it becomes the normal summon. It's stupid. Electromite. Electromite can be either Y or be unbanned. Honestly, I feel like it could go back to 3 and it would not change the game at all. You can just... Konami's really bad about cycling stuff off the ban list that just shouldn't be on there anymore, in my personal opinion. And I'm not even someone who played Pendulums or anything like that. Just, this card's been on there for a long time, and Pendulums are doing a whole lot of fuck all. So, I don't know. Shifter, I'm going to just do these two together. Shifter and a Rise Heart. These two need to go. These are the two most problematic cards in the meta, and don't you guys dare say Droll. Droll's a card, but every deck right now searches a lot, so I don't know what to tell you guys. And that's the hand. There's the hand trap tier list. You guys could have went look at that already. But Big Rise Heart needs to go. This should snuff the cash deck out altogether. That and the Fenrir being so unlimited and Breath at 1 should just make people not want to play that. They just play Fenrir as a 2-up, just as an interruption. Shifter needs to go because it's like currently the second best most disruptive hand trap and is the most annoying. It is unhealthy for the game, and I can't stress that enough actually. So if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you think that I should add certain stuff onto the ban list or ban list prediction, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to push our goal to 5,000 subs and 150k views by January. So let's see if we can keep doing it. Thanks for watching. I will see you all soon.